one thing you have to understand is that right now, the dating culture in 2022, women have more options than ever. But the problem is that with all the options that women have, they are being pickier than ever. So something I was talking about in a recent episode is that when I was doing the interview with that Hooters waitress, I was talking to her and telling her that by default, a woman like her, even if you don't think she's attractive, it's still just a fact by evidence that you've seen here with her, is that she has a lot of options. And she can be picky because she has a lot of options. Because she has men coming at her at all different angles. So she's in default in abundance mindset. Okay? So women are default in an abundant mindset. Even women who are not that attractive are still getting more swipes and approaches than an average man ever will. You know it anecdotally. There's evidence to prove it from online dating. There's even been evidence that has said specifically that women are swiping on less men than men are swiping on women.
Hello, ladies. Guess this is what we do now. Oh, wow, she's really pretty. Match. Oh, okay, hi. How are you? My name's Matt. Okay, maybe I'll try over here. Here's my application. Okay, I see. I will fill this out later. Let me check just 1 minute. Hi, my name's Kelly. I'm 28 years old, and something that not a lot of people know about me is I play the saxophone. Hi, Kelly. It is so nice to meet you.
Welcome, my friends, to the RP experience. And before we get started, push the like button. Let me give you a second to do that. Thank you very much. And you can subscribe and share. Thank you very much for being here, my brothers and sisters. Today's video is about dating in 2022. I've been out there since 2016. I did have something that lasted for a year after my long-term one had fizzled out, but for some reason that was the one after the long-term, after that was the one that almost broke me. I don't know, maybe because I was in like a vulnerable state or something like that. So I was like I guess I hopped in like too quick, but that's like one of those things of like, do you just wait, or do you just strike the iron while it's hot? Because I'm not sure if I'll do a separate. No. Actually, I'm probably going to just put this on here. But it's kind of like how they say, there are plenty fish in the sea. Yes, there are plenty of fish in the sea, but it's a lot of trash. It's not as much trash as what people would think, but it's at least a bunch of trash. And then you have to meet, depending on your gender or your preference or something like that. But for me, I have to meet a woman that I find attractive, that she finds me attractive, that we are both compatible, we like each other, our life goals kind of align, and we don't live too far away from each other. Now, we sometimes long distance relationships can work. I mean, some people do make it work, but that's rare. You guys see my video on the pros and cons of long distance relationships. I guess I'll leave like a link to this after that. But in the videos at the end of the credit scene. But the one thing I don't do is dating apps. I did try that initially after, and you know, it was just a mess, you know. And of course, though, it definitely showed me where I was in the attractive spectrum, you know. Because if I was highly attractive, it would have been if I was a Chad or Tyrone, it would have been a lot easier to, well, I would have more success on the dating apps. I think those are just for the top 10-20% of men. For women, you know, your experience is totally different on there. And, you know, I don't want to say it's easy. It's easy in ways. Okay, it's easy in different ways, you know, because men will look at like, wow, you are getting like okay, a man may get 10 matches. That's if he's like at least above average or something, you know. I don't even know how many matches like the elite guys get, but maybe they'll get like 3 times that or something. Whereas the woman, from the beautiful to the average woman, you know, and obviously the more beautiful women will get more of the matches, but a woman may get, you know, 30, 40, 50, 100, even a couple thousand matches on there, you know. And as a guy will look at like, wow, you're getting so much. But see, you know, even though that's good for them in a way, it's also bad, because for the woman, she's getting too much choice, and with too much choice, she's not going to sort through all of that. So obviously she's going to go by what she's most attracted to, who has their life the most together or the most to offer, and she's going to go from there. Now, however, those may not be the best dudes, because as I pit with that was kind of more for women, but also for men to understand the different types of men and why different men slide into different sections. Because as men, we're going to do what works for us, you know, what fits into our personality type or something. If I could have been a PUA or a Pookie and Ray Ray, if that fit more into my persona, that's probably what I would have did. But whether it was upbringing or either my personality frame, that wasn't really me. So, you know, the gentleman fit more into the thing. And what I'm going to pit when I finally make that last type of man video is, while you have the different types of men, some of them can still have certain aspects of another type of man or something. Like, you know, a guy could be like, okay, I'll use for example, like a Chris Brown. Is Chris Brown a Pookie or is he a player? Now, he's not a gentleman, even though I'm pretty sure he can be kind of okay. But however, I think he's a mix between a Pookie and a player, because, you know, I believe with his tattoos and probably with who he the guys he hangs around. And actually, I think another singer does this too. Can't think of his name right now. That puts a certain spin on their personality type to a degree, you know. So sometimes men can be like a combination or something, and that's the transition I had to make, because I was that nice guy kind of simp person. So even though I translate it into gentleman, I still have some of that simp stuff, because I guess you know, in some ways sometimes I'm a little too nice. I have to always catch myself with that, especially when I think I trust the girl, or I think the girl is different or something like that, or whatever the case may be. I'll find myself going a little bit overboard sometimes with some stuff, and then I have to catch myself and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, now talking about that threw me off a little bit, but you know, and of course, as we know, with another video I use about the 20-80 rule, so or the 80-20, you know, where 80% of women are going after 20% of the men, and while men will find 80% of women attractive, only 20% of the women have what you need. So anyway, I talked long enough. I have a couple videos right here, but let's do this first one, because this is what I be going through now.
Some of you are confused as to why he stopped texting all of a sudden out of nowhere when he seemed like he was so interested in you. Well, did you ever text him back right away? Did you ever text him first? Did you ever give him the same energy back? That's probably why. He wasn't leading you on. He didn't meet another girl. He liked you. But he's not doing a one-sided relationship again. So next time, if you like a man, put your feelings on the line just once in a while. The way that he does every single day.
So in the dating market right now, I would say the best a man or woman can do is try to get somebody that you get in reciprocal energy. Now you women, you want to chase like a Chad or Tyrone or a PUA or player, okay? If that's your type, then fine. But however though, with those types, yes, play those types of games and maybe you might be able to get them. I mean, truthfully, I'd rather a woman go for what she really wants instead of getting with a good guy or something and then using him, getting bored, and then cheating on him with the player or the Pookie or the Chad or Tyrone. You know, go for what you know. Go for what you want. Then don't use those guys. Leave those guys alone. And I would say the same thing with men. If you want to go with like strippers and models and stuff like that, well, okay, I'm going to separate those two. Then go with that. Don't get with a Susie Homemaker because she's like safe, and then start messing with those kind of women. You know, the ones you really want, the strippers and stuff, swinging off of poles and stuff like that, and then take and ruin that good girl, you know, because guys do that too, you know. And only because, like I say, I have associates of both men and women. I can't really, I mean, I could just get on one side and then just bash the other. I mean, I would never get on the female side and just bash men like a can't remember his first name, Jackson. You know, I would never do that. But however though, because of my female associates, I can't just bash women all day neither. So I want to hold women a little bit more accountable because they hurt me more. But however though, I can't forget what the dudes are doing. So yeah, that's pretty much the thing. You want to have, as I said in other videos, a partner that's giving back and stuff like that. And of course though, I mean, it has to get to a point of like you're not really trying to keep count. Like, okay, I'm trying to think early in my relationships when it was good. I'll say with like my ex-wife person, early in the relationship, even though we had our problems, I remember things she used to do that she stopped doing, especially after we got married. But and I don't know if it was intentional, either she just got tired, or either like, well, not tired, but like you know, after a while you get tired of doing something or something like that. But I remember when I used to come home from work, she would be in a lingerie, a thong, and a candlelight dinner waiting for me. You know, that was a beautiful thing. No other females ever did that before or after or something. But, you know, that was the one that, you know, I was with the longest. But, you know, she used to do some good things. Now, however, though, sometimes it got a little toxic, you know, especially during the middle to the end, you know, over time. And it was glitches with that. And, of course, I wasn't perfect, too, you know, because we was both growing and learning and stuff. So, anyway, I got one more video, and then I'm going to be out.
Hello, ladies. Guess this is what we do now. Oh, wow, she's really pretty. Match. Oh, okay, hi. How are you? My name's Matt. Okay, maybe I'll try over here. Here's my application. Okay, I see. I will fill this out later. Let me check just 1 minute. Hi, my name's Kelly. I'm 28 years old, and something that not a lot of people know about me is I play the saxophone. Hi, Kelly. It is so nice to meet you.
Wow, that is definitely true. And I always find that funny too, that when I'm out here meeting like women, sometimes the women that I get that instant, well, not instant, but I get like a real connection with, and we have a lot to talk about and stuff like that, is always like she lives like a city over, or she lives on the other side of the world, or I mean, she just visiting from somewhere. I'll be like, of course you're not from here, and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's like God's joke sometime, or something like that, or either maybe I just need to travel more, because I always think when you travel, you know, because you're in a different mindset, you can always kind of like meet a special somebody sometime, because in a way you're not totally looking, you're trying to get to your destination, you're thinking about a whole bunch of other stuff, and then you just meet the person and stuff like that. But then you might set it up to being like a long distance relationship, and once again, they might can work, but they may not work. So, you know, you know what? I think I'm going to do that one more video. So I'll be right back.
Most men out here, they can't even feel wanted. Their wife left them. No, they're invisible to women. Their kids don't talk to them. They're just not wanted. They're not wanted by. Of course they're depressed. This is a unique situation that happens to men. This does not happen to women. So of course more men kill themselves. On top of that, society has huge burdens on men. You can be a woman and be 40 and be broke. No one gives a shit. If you're a man and you're 40 something and you're fucking broke and you ain't got a car, people are a bit like, how the fuck did you fuck your life up, bro? You're 40, you ain't got a car. We're supposed to be smart. We're supposed to be rich. We're supposed to be interesting. Gotta have jokes, gotta have child lines. right? Gotta be charming, gotta be cool, experiences, stories. We need to have a lot of shit to be an important man. To be a woman, you need makeup. If you're a hot woman, you don't need, if you're truly beautiful, you don't need anything else. I've been on boats in Dubai with 19-year-old Moldovan girls. The guy who got that boat needed $100 million. That bitch to makeup. Same boat, bro. Same boat. That's how hard it is. Look at a game of chess. The king moves one square at a time. He has to really work his way across the board. What does the queen do? Zips here, zips there. Easy for a chick.
Now, this right here is powerful. You know, I think that's why I started in the very first of my video talking about like men and women both have different challenges in like the dating world, but I always feel like neither one of us sees the opposite side of the spectrum. Like, we don't see what the other one's going through, you know. And for women, you know, sometimes I'm not sure if y'all see or y'all just don't care. Actually, though, that's probably more females. Females don't care. Women and ladies probably will try to understand and stuff like that. But that is the pressure that a man has. And I think that's the thing. Like, a creator I watched, I think it was, well, a couple of them say this, but this is basically true. Women, especially if you're like halfway decent to attractive, you get your perks at the front, you know, from your late teens to your 20s to probably your 30s, long if your looks stay up to a certain degree. You know, you will have almost your pick of men or your most attention, you know. But as you get older, you know, and it depends from woman to woman, and as I say, if you keep yourself up or something, but if you let yourself go, but as you get older, you know, the late 30s, 40s, especially 50s, 60s and stuff like that, you know, less and less men will pay any attention to you, and they won't be trying to wife you up. Men, on the other hand, unless if you're Chad or Tyrone, you know, you get more your struggle early, from your teens to your 20s. Probably when you get your 30s to your 40s, that's when you start really, you know, because I guess by then you start getting your life more in order. You start getting your money, stuff like that. Now your looks will start to gradually decline, though, in your health and stuff. But as I say, women are not as looks heavy as men are. Some of you are, but however, though, still, if y'all was to weigh on a guy having certain things, or a guy just being good looking, you know, and that could be like, a guy could be real attractive but he's short, but a guy that's not as attractive could be tall and stuff like that. I mean, it's different factors like this that I normally see with women and men that, you know, influence our picking. So, you know, anyway, as I would tell men, if you're not in that top 10 to 20% with looks or money, get off the dating apps. Just get off the dating apps. Now, of course, though, if a lot of men get off the dating apps and it's like vacant on there, you might can slide on there and be average and still clean up. So, you know, it is possible, you know. And of course, though, some guys can still, I guess, with anything, if you keep trying and trying, eventually you will come up with a strategy to do better on dating apps. But pretty much like this video say, fellas, get off the dating apps. unless if you're in the top 10 or 20%. And those two things I say. Women, y'all can do what y'all want to do. You know, I would almost say with y'all, maybe get off. Well, some of y'all get off the date. If you're not like the most prettiest women, then get off the dating app. But then again, that's not necessarily true. Because sometimes, see, I always think when I see a woman that's like really pretty on a dating app, I always think that has to be a bot. Because in real life, I know you are getting plenty of guys coming at you. You don't need the dating app. And also on social media, you know, Facebook, Instagram. You know, what is the reason for the dating app unless if it's like an ego boost or something? So, you know, every once in a while when you get bored. So then again, disregard. Women, y'all do what y'all want to do. But for guys, like I say, get off the dating apps. Anyway, that's it with this video. This video was a little longer than I wanted it to be. But I didn't really do one for the dating apps exactly. But I just wanted to do one for the dating apps. Okay, that's it. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Out.
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Do you feel me too?
Pando made it.
I still wanna run to you.